Let's install DataStoryMaker. The first thing to do is to download the package from the Gumroad website. It comes in the form of a zip file. Normally it's DataStoryMaker with version and .zip. You need to get inside the zip file, and you'll see that there are some files inside it. The license you should be reading and agreeing. The ZXP file, which is the extension itself. The DataStoryMaker installation guide, which is the one here behind, the changelog with the latest changes, and the folder with the CSV examples that you can use to start looking into DataStoryMaker. I advise you to read the installation guide, of course, first, and then you should unzip the files, the ZXP file and the CSV examples. So just let's put them in the folder above. We can install the ZXP file, the extension. How do we do that? Well, it's written in the installation guide. There are two methods mainly. Either you use the AScript ZXP installer, or you use the Anastasi installer. Both are recommended by Adobe, so you can just choose the one you like. You just click here and download, and you need to install the installer. And then once you have installed the installer and you run it, this is one of the two here we have, you just get your ZXP file and you drag it inside the ZXP installer. You're about to install DataStoryMaker. Install. It works for both Premiere and After Effects. It's going to take some seconds. Then DataStoryMaker was successfully installed using a direct installation. You will find it under Window Extensions in the compatible applications. So let's close this. We don't need this anymore. And we can go inside Premiere Pro. You'll need to create a sequence. Okay. And then you can go to Window and Extensions, DataStoryMaker. Here we are. You need to activate your license to enable all the features. Yeah, you can see, you can have a look at what is inside the plugin, but you need to activate it. So click here, and here you will need to copy the license that you have received from Gumroad, the email. And then you verify pro license verified. And then you click on back to the charts. And here we go. First thing to do is to select the chart type. You have some categories. So graphs, you have bar chart traces, line chart traces, pie chart, bubble chart traces, either with the area or with the Y position and radial area. You can choose whatever you like. For counters, at the moment you have one countdown and one progress bar that you can use. And you have timelines as well, two 2D timelines and one 3D. Which is currently in beta, but you can already start using it and playing with that. And then you have the CSV examples, which are the same that you have already downloaded from the zip file. So you can either get them from there or from here. When you click here, you just download the CSV file and you save it in your folder, and you're good to go then for uploading here the file. So the first thing to do is to select the chart type. Let's say we want to create a bar chart trace. Once we have selected bar chart trace, we need to upload the CSV data. You can use one of the many examples you have. I'm going to use this one, which has, here we go, at the bottom, which has the most populated countries in the world. It's not really updated, but yeah, just an example. And so let's have a look at what we have here. Here we have found 61 rows, and here you have the list of the labels. You have the possibility to modify the colors and the images assigned to each of these labels of each dataset. Or you just click here, and you can also modify the color like that. You see that at the very bottom you have already the preview of the chart, and it's updated in real time. So the chart title is automatically pre-filled with the name of the labels, but you can save this, you can modify it. You can either leave it empty, and in this case you can add text just directly from Premiere or After Effects, but you can also select something. This is a test bar chart race. Okay, then you can select the animation duration, so let's say 20 seconds, how much time you want at the end after the animation, and then you have the format. Four main format possible: the landscape, the square format, which is one of my favorites, the vertical format, and the vertical format. Sometimes you need for instance for YouTube you need this one. For Instagram they want this format here. So yeah, you can choose the one you want. You see that once you modify the format, the preview is already being adapted. Okay, let's keep with the square format because I have a sequence in square format here. You can modify the frame rate. There are two foreground color. Depends on the chart you have selected. Sometimes the foreground color it's linked to the title. One is linked to the title. One is linked to the other text. Depends on the chart. Normally this is the rule. You can modify. You can modify the font. Let's make a bigger font for the title. You can modify the background color like that. You can even set it the opacity 50. You can select it from 100 to 0. If you put 0, it will be totally transparent, this background. You can put it over the footage you have as you prefer, or keep it 50% or 100%. Counter value is just used for the counters we have here, so we don't need this parameter for this chart. And then once we are good to go, we just generate the chart animation. You click here, bar chart trace appearing here. You see that if you have added an image, it will appear inside the bar chart, inside the bar. If you don't, you will just have the color here. Once you have uploaded this dataset, you can also change the chart. Just if you click on line chart now, for instance, you will see that you have the same data, but with the other chart. You can choose, I don't know, this one, the bubble chart trace. And here you have it. You can see here how it's working. Now here the font is a little bit too big. We should use maybe another font to make it smaller. So if you have any question, just shoot them here in the comments below or send me an email at info@barbachart.com. We're gonna be adding new charts every month, maybe 2-3 charts every month. I'm always looking for new ideas, and this is, for instance, 2 charts which I have added recently. This is the most recent one. You can see examples of this on the website or in my channel. Have fun with DataStoryMaker.